We have been absolutely rocking and rolling with the lock of the night play over the last several events, including the last one where we had the Terrence McKinney and Vyacheslav Borishev fight to finish under 1.5 rounds at minus 170, and it cashed in less than a minute. That is the type of lock of the night play I love to implement, which is, quick, easy, no sweat, no hassle, no stress whatsoever. And Terrence McKinney now, for an 11th straight time in the UFC, has finished under 1.5 rounds. And we're going to continue to ride that train as long as they continue to give us a damn good number to do it with. Now, I do want to quickly just point out, we are on 8 straight lock of the night hits, 11-1 over our last 12, and we have now improved our record to 33-23 on the year. For minus 13.05 units, minus 5% ROI, but we have firmly dug ourselves out of a very bad hole that we started off at the beginning of the year, but we are moving in the right direction, and it's all thanks to the lock of the night play. Thankfully, things are starting to go my way, and we're able to get closer to that profit and then hopefully start zoning in on our 50 unit goal for the year. It's going to be tight, but I'm not going to rush anything. I'm not going to, chase anywhere. I'm going to stick with the plan, stick with the recipe, the ingredients, and just continue to provide some high accuracy lock of the night plays for you guys. And hopefully we can continue going this weekend with UFC Nashville. So, reminder, this is your top 3 lock of the night candidates. Not saying I'm playing every single one of these, but I would choose my lock of the night play out of these 3 spots. And the people on the Lock of the Night Patreon page already know what it is. So if you want to jump in on that, the link to that is in the description below, the MMA LOTN Patreon page. Otherwise, you could try to guess it from the 3 candidates that I provide you guys here, or even drop a comment below and let me know what you guys would assume is your own Lock of the Night play as well. So let's get right into it. First lock of the night candidate up is going to be the Mitch Ramirez and Mike Davis fight under 2.5 rounds. That's currently coming in around that minus 150 range. Now, Ramirez came up short in his UFC debut against Thiago Moises after he got his lead leg chewed off by Moises and ended up losing at the beginning of that 3rd round. He's only seen the decision or the scorecards once in his entire career, but I think that there is a huge skill gap here with Davis, and I think that Davis will be able to showcase that here with his superior striking, superior grappling, and I think that eventually leads to him locking on a submission within 2 rounds here. People might say, hey, Moises had Ramirez's back for the majority of round 1 and was unable to get him out of there. But I think as Davis is a little bit more aggressive in terms of searching those finishes, and I think he'll be able to produce one within 2 rounds, which is why the under 2.5 and minus 150 compared to the minus 900 money line you're getting on Davis is probably worth a shot here. The second lock of the night candidate is going to be Chidi Njokuani, who comes in at minus 160 as he goes up against Jake Matthews, who's finally on a winning streak for the first time in 5 years. But Njokuani has looked very good since moving down to welterweight, and I think he'll be able to showcase that once again here against Matthews. Matthews is not a knockout threat, and that has obviously been the concern for Njokuani for a couple fights now, but he's won 3 straight fights now at 170 pounds. He's eaten some big shots and continue to move forward, and I think he can implement his height and reach advantage here to pick apart Matthews from distance, shuck off the takedown attempts, utilizes BJJ black belt in good defense if that's what it comes down to, but ultimately outstriking Matthews on the feet and winning a clean decision here. But at minus 160, he is definitely worth a consideration as a lock of the night candidate. The third and final lock of the night candidate is going to be an underdog. Kind of surprised he's the underdog, but I'd be even more surprised if he still closes as the underdog. I'm going to go with Calvin Kattar as he takes on the streaking Steve Garcia. Now, I get it. You see 4 straight losses for Calvin Kattar. You see 5 straight first-round knockout, or I should say knockout victories. There were a few that went into the second round for Steve Garcia. But Kattar has never been finished by knockout except that one loss to Arnold Allen where it was actually a knee injury that caused a TKO stoppage there. But outside of that, we know he has great durability. He is a technically superior striker here, and I think he can counter effectively here against Garcia, and I think that will lead to a knockout for Calvin Kattar as he successfully snaps this 4-fight losing streak, and we're able to get him as an underdog. So why not take a shot there and be as lock of the night confident in it as I feel I am here. I feel like this is a great spot for him to capitalize on this recency bias. So give me Calvin Kattar as the third and final lock of the night candidate. There you guys go. top 3 lock of the night candidates. Only one of them is the official lock of the night play, and that has already been posted on the Lock of the Night Patreon page. Check the link in the description below. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow for the Chalk or Not segment for UFC Nashville. See you guys then. Peace.